Efforts to extend the peace talks is postponed in shadow of West Bank Passover killing. Jewish security is boosted throughout the states following Kansas Passover shooting. Ultra-Orthodox communities thoroughly cleanse their kitchens ahead of Pesach. And the Obamas hold another Seder at their home. Shalom, welcome to the Jerusalem Post News, our top stories for Wednesday, April 16th. First, riots broke out at the Temple Mount in Jerusalem this morning. Dozens of Palestinians threw stones and firecrackers at police as they opened up the Mount's main entrance, and reportedly after a small group of Jewish visitors went to the site. The police then stormed the area using stun grenades to secure the scene. Palestinian sources cited some 25 people were injured. The violence comes 3 days after 2 police officers were lightly injured when Palestinians threw rocks and Molotov cocktails at them, also as they were opening up the Mount's entrance for visitation. A set meeting between Israeli and Palestinian negotiators towards extending the peace talks' original deadline on April 29th was postponed today amid pressure from the right upon the Prime Minister to end the process following the killing of an Israeli police officer on Monday. 46-year-old Chief Superintendent Baruch Mizrahi was driving with his family through the South Hebron Hills in the West Bank on their way to a Seder on Monday evening when their vehicle came under fire. Prime Minister Netanyahu held the Palestinian Authority responsible for general incitement towards provoking such attacks against Israelis. However, while one Palestinian Authority minister today condemned the shooting, the Palestinian Authority also told AFP news agency that the cancellation of the peace talks meeting was not connected to Monday's incident, but rather it is postponed until Thursday to allow for the return of US mediator Martin Indyk, who is currently in the States. The US State Department has urged all parties to exercise restraint and informed both sides remain highly engaged in wanting the process to continue. Chief Superintendent Mizrahi was laid to rest this afternoon at Jerusalem's Mount Herzl National Cemetery. Jewish communities across the United States have now bolstered their security for Passover in the wake of Sunday's shooting by a Jewish community center in Overland Park, Kansas, in the US. 73-year-old Fraser Glenn Cross, reportedly the former Grand Dragon of the Carolina Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, shot and killed 2 Methodist Christians, Dr. William Lewis Corpron, aged 69, and his 14-year-old grandson, Riat Griffin Underwood, who'd come to the JCC to audition for a singing competition. The third victim, Terry Lamano, aged 53, was visiting her mother at the nearby village Shalom. A communal official in New York told the Jerusalem Post the NYPD have significantly increased security around local Jewish institutions, fearing the risk of copycat incidents nationwide. And the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI reportedly held a joint security briefing with hundreds of American Jewish leaders. And if you don't want to risk seeing even remnants of burning chametz, look away from your screen now. If you'd ventured into any of Israel's ultra-Orthodox neighborhoods on the eve of Passover, you'd have seen a lot of bonfires as the community burns all of the leftover leavened bread to cleanse kitchens ahead of the evening Seder. Parents came out with their children to chuck the bread and stoke the bonfires together. And kitchenware is sterilized in boiling water to make it kosher for the Seder and for Passover. And the Obamas continued their annual tradition of hosting a Passover Seder at the White House this year, with a menu including traditional gefilte fish, haroset, chicken matzo ball soup, and also quinoa salad cooked in coconut milk with Tuscan kale and roasted yams, seared salmon with roasted artichokes, carrot soufflé, and Passover brownies thrown into the mix. That's it. We're back tomorrow with more main headlines. Until then, shalom from the Jerusalem Post studio.